So it's been a little while since I picked up this camera. It's 4th of July? No, God, oh my God, I have no idea what it says. I think it's the 4th of August today. Yes, the 4th of August. And I went back to work on the 14th of July, and that was the last time I vlogged, I think. So that's the last sort of update that I've given. That's the last update that has happened. Apologies if you can hear Sam downstairs clattering about. He's just cleaning. He's got up this morning and just wants to clean everything. It's both of our days off today because we've got the Ikea PAX wardrobe coming later on today. So I wanted particularly to vlog that, the whole process. I will show how I designed it, how I measured the area. I just want to kind of do a step-by-step kind of. Obviously it's not even been delivered yet. It might look awful once it's actually up, but it's a process, isn't it? So I kind of want to have a little step-by-step guide, I suppose, and be able to look back on this and see how we did it, because I think it's quite useful to see things like this. So we had the first part of the delivery come this morning, which I think is more like handles and drawers and stuff, and then the bigger delivery, so the really massive bits of wood that are going to make up the actual wardrobe, will be coming later on this afternoon. So we've got ready this morning, and then when it comes we're just gonna have to crack on with it because we've not actually got that much time, and we're both working the rest of the week, which is a bit of a problem, but you know, what can you do? I'm wearing this new oversized cotton shirt that I got in Primark yesterday, and I flipping love it. It's 100% cotton, and it just feels so nice and luxurious and soft, and I love it, and I don't ever want to take it off. So that's what I'm wearing today. I will show on my laptop the design that I've actually ordered, show the space that it's actually going to go into, and then by 2 o'clock, 2 hours, the time slot is 2 till 6. It could come at any moment. I was going to have a makeup free day today, but if you work anywhere where you have to wear a face mask, acne is real, and I've not really been enjoying it. Don't think anybody would do, but I just thought, no, if I'm going to vlog today, I kind of want to look kind of presentable for my mental health. I want to look okay when I look back on this kind of stuff. So I've showered, washed my hair, face and makeup. I say face and makeup, this is my like natural. Oh God, I babble so much, I'm so sorry. This is just a regular day makeup for me. And then I did curl my hair, but it went really fluffy and I'm not too sure why. So yeah, I've put it up in like a little half thing for the moment. I had a really, really lovely morning. I put in the microwave some vegan pain au chocolats, and I had some freshly cut melon, and I sat and watched some YouTube, and it was glorious. Being back at work has been okay. It was hard the first week. It was really tough to kind of get back into the routine from having 4 straight months off, and then you go back full time, and now you have to wear a mask all the time, and it's very strange and difficult. I mean, it all started coming back to me once I was there, but the first week my back was in so much pain, and the minute I got home I just sat on the sofa with a hot water bottle on it, and I just didn't move until the next day, and then I had to drive again, and then every morning I was like, I don't want to do the drive again, I don't want to do the drive again. But it's okay. My work is further away than it used to be because I've moved further into the centre of Kent than I previously was, so my work is about 45 minutes away, which it's not a bad commute, but it's much longer than it was previously. It was like 10-15 minutes, so it's a big jump for me, but I'm used to long car journeys anyway. So that's the bubble over for now. I'll leave that. This is also really getting on my nerves now that we don't have the final cubes. So we still need 2 of these, but they were out of stock in Ikea last time we went. And we need another photo frame for downstairs, and that still hasn't come back into stock. It's just getting really annoying. And I'm gonna go back to Ikea and get a lamp anyway, so I might go at some point this week and pick up the last few bits that we need. It's just getting quite frustrating that it's almost done, but it's just not. Oh, I'm wearing cycling shorts as well because, you know, they're limber and I'm at home and I'm not doing anything else, so why not? This is the area in the bedroom where the wardrobe is going to go. It should go top to bottom, completely fitted. Well, not completely fitted. I've measured it and it's going to be a couple of centimetres out, but we're going to get some smaller chunks of wood and then fill the edges in the top just so that it looks fitted. Don't know why it keeps going out of focus, it's so annoying. But anyway, yeah, it's going to be 4 doors, 4 white panelled doors, black handles, so it'll tie in with these because these are black handles. Yeah, I just have high hopes. I think it's going to look really, really good. Oh my god, the focus. Okay, I'm not sure the best way to show this on the screen, so I'll probably go with this for a minute and then I will flip the camera around so you can actually see it a little bit better. Yeah, so this is the PAX wardrobe that we've gone with. It is 4-panelled white doors, and that's what we've gone for on the inside. So we've got two, well, I've kind of split it into halves. So this half is going to be Sam's half, this half is going to be mine. I've got a longer section for dresses, and then Sam's only got his shorter section, and then he's got another rail there for like smart trousers and stuff like that. I decided I really liked it, so I've stolen it and put it over here for me as well. Then we've got two of the puller outer shoe things, don't know what they're called. We've got drawers, so I've got one, Sam's got two, and then we've both each got one of the glass panelled ones, because I think they look really pretty. And I did a lot of research to find the exact ones that we wanted and how we wanted them to look. Even if you had really rubbish stuff in there, it still looked really nice. And then we've got a deeper shelf up the top, which will be for things that we don't need so frequently, maybe like a suitcase or something like that. I'm not sure how big it's going to be at the moment. It's all going to be kind of trial and error when it all arrives. But the whole way down the PAX on the walls, there are holes for all of the shelves, so I think it's completely bespoke. So I've put it into these sections, but when it comes, I think we'll be able to move the shelf where we want it in the wardrobe itself. And then it finishes off with a big shelf for Sam here, a little one for me across there, and another little one there. So not too sure what I will end up doing on that. I don't know if I'll even use that as a shelf, because it's more just to separate the drawers from the hanging. But this is what we're going with, and I'm actually really happy with it. So we've gone for all white wood, and then Sam and I have both got a couple of black sections. So he's got a black basket, one of those, oh, he's got one of those fancy drawers that will have belts and ties and stuff like that. It comes in like lots of different squares, so then you can put whatever you want in it. These are the doors that I decided on. So it's the 5 panels. At the moment, panels are everywhere. Panelling is just a thing. It's very fashionable, it's very popular right now. I am a sucker for current trends. I really like the panelling trend. I think it's really nice, but I don't think I would want to do it directly onto a wall, because it's very final, and I mean, if you change your mind, it's just a lot of work, isn't it? And you've got to measure it all. So on Ikea, they have these panelled doors. So they come in 5 panels. They're whitewood as well, and I just thought that would look really nice. We did look in Ikea at a couple of different ones. We had Sam stand next to all of the wooden doors to try and get an idea of what it actually looked like in the room at his height, and the 5 panel looked much nicer than the 2, I think was the other one we were looking at. So it's just a panel here and a panel there, and then the handle in the middle. And then we've gone with the long black handles, because everything else in our bedroom is, we don't have any metal hardware, it's all black. So we've gone for the longer ones. They're a little bit more modern, I think, than the ones that we have already in the bedroom. But I think, again, because you buy this all separately, I think we would be able to change the handles if we really didn't like them. Because I've not actually seen them in person, I've just seen the pictures online. Yeah, I'm hoping it will look as good as this. And as you can see, I did measure it exactly to the room. This is the actual alcove that it's going to be in. So it should fit almost perfectly. There's a little bit of room up the top and a little bit of room down this side, but it should fit like a glove. And then that's how much space we'll have in between this and like, there's not going to be a wall there. That's how much space is going to be between the next wall where the chest of drawers is over here. So it should be super nice. This website it gets a bit overheated and it kind of tells you when it's had enough, but overall it's so good. Would highly recommend it. Yeah, it does take a lot of work, but it's interesting to kind of see it all come together. So you pick your frames, you can pick the height that you want, and it comes in all different colours. You can pick the inserts. This is what I mean, it's now not working. It's completely bespoke, so you put in your measurements, it will tell you what will fit there, and if it doesn't fit, it will come up with a red box and it's like, no, that's not going to fit there, try something else. So I'd seen that you could get a corner version, so I thought, oh, maybe I could fit that in, but it didn't fit, so we've had to just go with the 4-door, which is what I had in my head originally, and it will look nice, so that's what we're going with. This is where it gets tricky, and you really have to decide what you want, where you want it, like the drawers, or if you want any trouser racks or shoe racks. There's a million possibilities, So you really have to think, you have to sit down and be like, okay, what am I realistically going to use? Because my side changed so frequently. Sam's side was pretty much done from the get-go because he knew what he wanted and he wanted some more drawer space. But aside from having a longer part for dresses, I didn't really know what I wanted on my side. And the fact that you can change all the colours, so it comes in different woods, it comes in black and white. So we went with white because the whole wardrobe is going to be white and I think it'll just look a bit neater if it's white. And then we've got a couple of black things in there because the room is basically black and white with some wood. That's what I like. Yeah, so this is the packed wardrobe. Just in case any of that was really difficult to see, that's what it's going to look like, and that is the inside. These are obviously not our clothes, but it gives you an idea of how deep it is, how wide it is, how many things you can fit. It's very clever. It's a very good idea that they do that. You can also do it without the clothing, so you just click that button and then they will disappear. But I quite like seeing them in there because it's a bit more realistic. You can also zoom in and swirl around. Maybe not that, but yeah. So clever. But I should also mention that we did manage to finish the shed. Well, I say we. Sam and his dad managed to finish the shed. So I'll insert some clips here because nobody wants to look at my stupid baby hairs. I swear to God, if anybody has any tips of how to get rid of baby hairs, please tell me. I need to know. So turns out we made it completely wrong. We had to take it apart. Well, Sam and his dad had to completely take it apart, rip off a bit of wood that we had accidentally nailed into the shed. Camera died and I can't remember where I was, but something about the shed not working. Something about Sam and I tried to build the shed and it didn't work and we were just getting really frustrated with it. So called Sam's dad and he came around and helped him with it. Basically did like the whole thing. Because I didn't care anymore. I was like, no, I'm done. You can figure this out because this is too stressful. I'm really glad we painted it all before we put it together because it just makes it look so much neater, and where you actually put it up you end up seeing some of the back part of the wood where normally you just wouldn't paint anyway, or you'd find it difficult to paint and then it would go on the wood felt, it would go on the roof felt and it would just look terrible. So that would be my top tip if you're going to do a shed, paint it first because it does make a big difference. It's a shed, I'm very happy with it. Everything is now inside, lawnmower, barbecue, random bits and bobs, paint, car stuff, all hidden away, which is lovely. And it also hides the bins. Oh my gosh, the fact that it hides the bins is just like the best thing ever. I've never had wheelie bins on show in a garden before, so the fact that ours are just in the back of the garden, they're all the time, and now you can't see them because they're behind the shed. It's the little things, isn't it, when you're an adult? It's just the little things. Very random, and I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm trying the ice cube test thing to get dents out of the carpet. You're supposed to get an ice cube and then just leave it on the dent to melt into the carpet, and then it should release the pressure, I guess, on the fibres, and then they should straighten up and then it should be flat again. We will see. We have part 1 of the delivery, part 2 is in the van outside. They came in 2 parts because I think there's smaller bits and then bigger bits. This is the before. You're doing a good job. I carried one of them up. I did 1 of 3. So these are all our bits. We've got some more downstairs, but they are way too heavy. These ones here. Yes, this is the actual wardrobe, and we have 2 of these in the white. They are ridiculously heavy, so we're gonna have to open them up and then take them up bit by bit. So it's all arrived. It's all in 1,000 different pieces. I think it's gonna take a little bit of time. So at the moment we're building 2 of the 4 doors. They come in 2 pieces, so we've got to make this twice, basically, to make the 4. Honestly, I have no idea how this is gonna go. And it'll end up looking like this. I'm gonna do it twice, and then we've got all of the inserts. So I guess the idea for today is that we can just finish off the frame of it, and then during the week we can do bits and bobs to the inserts and get the doors on and stuff, because it's 4 o'clock now. I don't think they're going to get it all done.
Yeah, we will.
Really?
No.
No. Bring on the time lapses. Yeah. This was your decision. You made this mistake. Brackets are on. These screwdriver things are on. Screwdriver? What are they called? Screws?
That's screws.
Screws? He's doing the bottom ones.
You drive in screws with a screwdriver.
Funny that.
That's the name.
And then there's 1,000 more steps. In all fairness, this should be done fairly quickly. But then we've just got to do it again. Yeah, but it's just like building the shed.
That took like 9 hours.
So a little update. We were doing it and the lid roof section fell onto my head, so that was painful. It definitely went onto my hairline, so I think my hair kind of cushioned it a bit, and I've definitely got a bit red here, but it's because the front bit went out of alignment, so to try and get it, and by that point we've already screwed some stuff in, so we needed to unscrew it and push it away, and as we pushed it, it fell straight onto my head. But we've got it done now. I just have to pick it up and show you. It's basically done. We've just got to cut a hole in the back of it now because we've got plug sockets behind there and we don't want to lose access to them because it's also a TV aerial plug, and we don't have a TV in here and we probably don't want one, but I mean just in case we need it at any point. So I've just marked the area that we need to cut out. Sam's got the drill. He's going to disappear behind the curtain. Bye. So once this is in, we'll push it into the area and then build the next half. Getting a bit late now, but this is where we're at. We had to cut that hole out for the plug sockets, but it works. It's a bit ragged, but we've sanded it down, and it's going to be behind Sam's trouser rack anyway, so you actually won't see it. It'll be a bit like Narnia, like it'll go through his trousers and then it'll be there. We weren't sure if it was completely going to fit in the space anyway because of the skirting board, and it's not, so we will have to rip the skirting board out, and we're going to have to cut down the side of it, rip off the back, and then cut the two sides, and then we can push it all back and it will fit perfectly. But the ceiling is basically like a centimetre or two away from being perfect, so I don't even know if we need to fill that, but I'll think about that at a later date. I have ended up with 2 splinters, a bump on my head, and Sam has cut his finger. Oh, I thought I hammered my thumb.
And your thumb.
I've never hammered my thumb so hard. I feel like it changed shape, but now it's flat. Good evening, quick update. Went to work today and got home about 6ish, and we've decided to carry on with the wardrobe. We need to rip out the skirting boards before we can actually push the wardrobes back and then start putting all the inserts in, so I'm hoping I can get on with that tomorrow. And Sam is currently taking off the skirting boards with some screwdrivers and hammers, and it's working. It's not pulling anything off or ripping the skirting board. I was quite worried it would rip out holes in the walls and whatever, but it's going okay so far. Touch wood. I always feel so awkward when I restart our vlogs. I need to just get over it. It's my day off today, and I decided to wash my hair, and I don't normally do that on a day off. I normally just laze around. Not that I'm not lazing around. I'm in a Disney t-shirt and some jogging shorts, but it's normally just the day where I just don't care. But my hair just felt gross, so I was like, oh, just wash it. But I don't know what to do with it anymore. All of the ombre has kind of cut out, and it's a bit gingery now, and I don't know whether to just put some more blonde through it or to just dye it brown again, like a dark brown. That's what I do. I dye it a colour, have enough of it, and then I will go back to like a dark brown and dark brunette, and it's just a circle. This is just how it works. I've got a lot to do today, but I just cannot muster any motivation. I don't really know why. I think I'm just having one of those days. The weather's really crap. It's really rainy and miserable outside, which to be honest is a good thing because we've had a heat wave in the UK for about 2 weeks now actually. It's been super hot, like ridiculously hot. Spain hot. Shouldn't be this hot in England ever, but it was about 30 degrees in the house, so it was just completely unbearable. That seems to have passed now, and we've moved on to the storm phase, which is nice. It's much cooler in the house. It's currently 24.5 degrees, which is still warm for England, but here we are. My list of things to do today mainly involves around laundry. So as you can see behind me, I really need to do all the bedding. As I was saying, it's been really hot, so I know that we've just been sweating sleeping. We've not really used the duvet very much. We've just been laying on the mattress and not having any not having a sheet on us. I could just buy like a thin sheet, I suppose, but I've not ever done that before. I mean, you do it on holiday, don't you? So what's the difference? I need to wash that, I need to do a regular load of washing, and I need to wash the new bedding that I've bought, which I will show in a moment. The the wardrobe still looks like this. Pieces are still everywhere in the room of junk, but we won't talk about this. These are the doors, and I don't even know what these bits are. They're just, to be honest, we've got so many pieces I couldn't even tell you what they are. My brother is coming later with a friend of his that they've both worked in construction before, so I'm hoping they can figure it out and get it to fit. Otherwise, I actually have no idea what we're going to do about it. So this is the new bedding I bought from Asda. I'd seen it going around and I was like, oh, I love that so much. But it's white, but it's got a texture running through it. I don't know if you can see, it's really like, it's got like a fluffiness to it. So eventually it will have, well, when it's on the bed, it will have all of the stripes. And it feels really nice. It's relaxed washed cotton. And then I bought a new fitted sheet that is smooth and silky sateen. So that feels really, really nice actually. So I just wanted it to look really fresh and clean, so I need to wash these. Better look at what this is. Not that it's really good lighting. Is that a bit better? So it is white cotton with like a fluffy, I don't really know, like a fluffy texture to it. It's a double because we only have a double. I'm really actually desperate to get a bigger bed, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Comes in like a, I think it's so that it's for storage. So it's a little like pouchy thing for it. And the sheet's in the same thing. It's quite a good idea really. So it keeps it all fresh after you've used it. I like that Asda. Very good. Yeah. I'm impressed. It's actually really soft. I swear to God, we've recycled so much cardboard since we've moved in. It's ridiculous. I know I did say at the beginning of what this vlog probably will be that I wanted it to just be the PAX wardrobe, but I didn't envision having so many problems with the PAX wardrobe. I mean, it's not problems. I measured it. It should be fitting. I don't know why it's not fitting. The problem's all the same. So hopefully today it will be sorted. But this vlog is definitely going to just be like a combination of clips, I think, from days off and things I've done around the house on evenings and stuff. I only bought a couple of new bits for the house since. I bought this cushion from Next. It is super fluffy and super lovely. I'm debating whether to get two and have them with the other cushions. I still want to get some sort of fabric to change this side because I don't like it. I know they're the same like chevron type thing, but I just don't like it. It's not my style. So I need to find, well, even if I could get a similar fabric to the actual sofa fabric, I think that would be really good. I also bought this lamp from Ikea. It turns on from the top. There's like a big button that you push and then it will turn on. It's really nice. It's a nice bright light in here. Really unexciting, but I bought a new cover for the ironing board and a new iron because we don't actually own an iron. I've only got my little steamer and obviously it has to be black. It's Morphy Richards. I have used it. It's really, really good. Big fan, but it was really hard to find a black iron or a nice looking one. And then this is just grey and white. Beforehand it was purple and horrible. And we've also got a new blind for the kitchen. So it's the same as this blind that we have in here, but for the kitchen, obviously. And it's another privacy thing because we are not on a main road, but our kitchen goes out onto a road and people walk their dogs past. It's annoying when people are staring at you while you're doing the washing up, and I don't like it, understandably, I think. So I will be putting that up today, hopefully when Sam gets back from work. He's only in for a couple of hours today. Then people won't have to look at me while I'm washing up my plates and stuff. Document this because I think this is ridiculous. So I've just done my hair obviously and I've just done some washing up and my curls have already dropped because I got a bit hot doing the washing up. My hair, oh my god, so annoying. You're supposed to fry them. Well, this is how we did it in actual Japan. This is how we cooked them when we were in Japan. So you fry them a little bit so they go brown on one side and then you pour some water in and you let them steam through for the rest of the time. So I have to let them sit in the steam until the water's evaporated and then they should be cooked. And then we buy this from Amazon. It is just gyoza sauce. It says seasoning sauce for gyoza dumplings. But yeah, product of Japan. It is actually Japanese, but we get it on Amazon. Or at the Japan Centre in London. Whatever we happen to come across. I think it's about £8, but it's worth it. It's so good. And you only need the tiniest amount. So there's a theme going on. This is Mickey and Minnie in Tokyo. I was thinking about this earlier. I think they're either in Shinjuku or Shibuya. Maybe Shinjuku. It looks a bit more built up. I don't know. I don't recognise it enough. It's cute, isn't it? And then these are our gyoza sauce pots. Bought these when we were in Florida from the Japan Pavilion in Epcot. But I bought these and the matching spoons. I've used this a couple of times, but we use this all the time, particularly for the gyoza sauce. It's just a perfect little dipping pot. That is, I can't really show you, but that is all you need. Oh, like a tiny though. But it lasts. Yes, Mama Bear?
Hello, we're just leaving.
Okay. They're a teeny tiny bit burnt, but I'm still getting used to cooking on this hob. I think it heats up really quickly, but look how good this looks. I went for loads of gyozas because I haven't had them in a while. And they're my favourite. Thought I'd go super authentic and get my chopsticks out as well. These are actually from Japan.